Making Comics trusty outline here. We are day 63 through 70, so it's been 7 days since the last update. It's been a busy week, to say the least. So, big news. On Tuesday, I went and saw the orthopedic doctor. He gave me the green light to go back to work, which was this past Friday was my first day of work on Black Friday. So Tuesday, green light to go to work. The toe is about 80% healed, but I convinced him I was good enough to go. Still kind of sore all the time, still walk a little janky at times, but today, as you might be able to see in the background, it's sunny out, so the toe doesn't feel it. If it's gonna rain, I have a way to gauge whether or not it's gonna rain. Anyway, so back to work. Update on the baby, everything's good. Baby's still projected for January 9th, and that means baby shower this weekend, and also means baby room decorations. So, you guys know that I designed some monsters a few weeks back, and I've been using that as sort of theme through everything. My wife wanted to, and I wanted to, include something that I created on the baby's room wall, and so each of the monsters gets to, I'll show you these, each of the monsters gets to be in a frame, and then we just named them the colors. So these are 5x7, I printed them out on the inkjet printer here, and then just dropped some sort of like fancy gradient background for each of them. So that's super cool. We're gonna hang those tonight. I want to make sure she's here because I don't want to screw it up, put it in the wrong place, something like that. The other thing I made, and I guess this is a thing and I never knew, but I made bingo cards. They're little monsters again. So apparently baby bingo is an actual thing. And then I made these and cut them out on the digital cutter machine there. Basically her plan, the wife's plan, is for each table to be color themed, and each of these monsters will sort of headline each of those tables, and then the centerpieces will look something like this. So the green team gets green flowers in this little fishbowl thing, and I don't know, kind of fun. So we get to use the monsters as a theme quite a bit, and it should be a good time. So anyway, baby stuff is done. Out of the way, Cletus the fetus. Moving on. So business side of stuff. I wanted to, I guess, start opening it up for commissions to do. Obviously I'm a fireman. And I think one of the things that I always enjoyed, and I think the guys on my shift enjoyed, is having sort of customized fire stuff. Specifically, like I do a shift portrait every year for us, and I think I showed you that before, but excuse me. But I think other engine companies or other crews or other ambulance crews would really have fun with it. So here's the idea. Take the shift, I turn you into a cartoon, and then I draw you out. This is all going to be digital, so this isn't digital, but it's going to be basically this idea, all digital, and then we decorate it a little bit with ALS 11 or Engine 22 or whatever it's going to be for that makes sure it identifies with you. If it's firefighters, then obviously helmets would be your number, and then if it's EMTs, it sort of speaks for themselves. Like some people like to carry pink scissors or green scissors, and that's that's their thing, or their stethoscope's a certain color, and like that's part of their identity and their uniqueness. Because we all wear uniforms, so we're all made to look the same. So these are the little things that separate us to make us individuals. But doing these, and I was trying to figure out a reasonable dollar amount for each figure drawn, and I decided with $25. So as many people as you want to squeeze in, or just one, $25 per person. So this would be $75 in a basic pose, and then what you would get in return is the printed image for however many people are in the picture. So, and then obviously if you need to reprint or whatever later on in life, we can figure that out down the road. But we'll end up printing them about so they fit in an 8x10 or 11x14, something like that. And then you're off to the races. Probably 11x14 because that seems to be a pretty good size to squeeze in. Like, you know, for 3 8x10 is not bad, but for 4 or 5 or 6, it's hard to squeeze everybody in and see them. But basically, everybody would have their caricature. So I would use this idea to individualize the characters' faces and body shapes, and then just go from there. Anyway, so that's gonna go up online soon, and I hope some people take advantage of it because they're really fun to draw and will get me in good practice for doing the comic. So the actual comic, I found in one of my bags when I went back to work. I found my missing sketchbook, and I was thinking, oh well, there's gonna be all sorts of like sketches in here that I hadn't shown you guys because it had been missing, but I had done a bunch of work in it before, and in flipping through it I realized that there are no sketches. There's one old sketch of the Joker in there, but what it is a whole bunch of notes from EMT classes that I've been taking or had been taking. So just good information, but no sketches. Anyway, but it's a sketchbook that's been found, and I can resume work on filling this thing up. Regular sketchbook, really light on sketches this week. I mostly brainstormed some actual story ideas. I've been doing more work actually, inking and stuff like that. But sketching on duty, I've had one shift where I've had to do it, and tomorrow I work, so we're gonna give it a shot then. A little tricky because we're busy, and I don't know. I'm just gonna have to figure out a workflow, so I'm always doing something for the comic on those days off. I've got 30 days to go, so yeah, it should be just before Cletus shows up or just after, right around then. All right. Let's shoot over to screenshots of this stuff, and then I can walk you through some of the inking thing. I showed you this guy, and basically it's done. But I wanted a starting point so we can see some consistencies here and what I'm trying to carry from one to the next. So this one's done. This will be one of the earlier ones that we're going. The back of the ambulance one here was probably, I don't know, 2/3 done. I told you that I actually had to redo the entire thing because I forgot to save and blah blah blah, but whatever. Lesson learned. Again, it's one that I learn regularly apparently, but so this is done, textures, some colors, and then the actual drawing. So hopefully there's some consistency with the line work. This one done. Alright, and then the next one here, again, I was talking about words at the top, sort of holding things out. I'm not going to leave the punchline in on this one, but it falls here like I showed you before, but this one's brand new. This guy here with the gum that he's stepping in, the goo that he stepped in, this came out of a sketch I did in one of the sketchbooks, brought it in here, and basically sketched it out again to fit it a little bit better, and then added this character here who's laughing at this guy stepping in the gum. So a little bit longer with the inks here, and then a little bit of work under this footbridge thing here just to add textures. Not a problem. I did the same here in the background, and I kind of like it. It gives a lot of it keeps it busy and interesting, while in the foreground the character is actually without any texture, so he comes off the page a little bit better. But anyway, so not a ton of time spent like I normally like to on these drawings during the week. I've been super busy, and plus Thanksgiving was in the middle of it, but super busy trying to do the baby shower stuff for the wife. Basically that's all done, so now it's full steam ahead with the comic again. I'd love to have this one done today, and then start on the next one. And once I get to 5, I think I'll start sending those to my editor, and we'll see where they go from there. But these are moving along. Last week I think I had a tough week with, you know, the title being 1 step forward, 2 steps back. This week I think I took 2 steps forward, and feeling much more comfortable with the direction of the inks. Definitely with the comic and the composition, and you know, now it's just a matter of production. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Like the video if you like it, thumbs down if you don't like it, shoot me a comment, let me know what you think about the commission stuff or whatever. You can follow me. That's what it sounds like when I get a call from home. But follow me on Instagram at NotoriousLB3, and otherwise, have a good week. Talk to you later.